Hello and good evening. Today we are going to present about case study 1, HCI. Okay. This is our group member, A, which is me first, Daniel Haziq bin Azlim, and my teammate, group member, which is Muhammad Ridwan bin Ma Yaakob. Okay. First question, explain how the below figure 1 support usability in interactive system designed for learnability principle with 2 examples that you can point out. Okay, so first, what is a learnability? Learnability is a quality of a product and interface that allows user to quickly become familiar with them and able to make a good use of all their features and capabilities. A very learnable interface or a product is sometimes said to be intuitive because the user can immediately grasp how to interact with the system. There are 5 types of learnability. First is a predictability, second is synthesizability, third which is a familiarity, fourth which is generalizability, and the fifth one is a consistency. So what is the connection between figure 1 and learnability? Okay, first example, when you look at this Raja, the system support predictability. When the user try to log in, the system suggests the user that the username that were once used by the user in the past. Second example is the system also support consistency. The system tells the user what to input in a specific place for the user not to be mistaken or confused to where and what to input the information. Third, which is a bonus example, is the system also support familiarity. It's designed to be the same as any other login platform, for example, Facebook, Instagram, Lazada, and others. This is to make user feels the same experience login method that the user has been used. This also helps the user to not learn more or have more knowledge to use the system. Okay, second question. Explain how the below figure 2 support usability in interactive system designed for flexibility principle with 2 examples that you can point out. What is a flexibility? Flexibility is a multiplicity of ways of the user and system exchange information. Robustness, the level of support provided the user in determining successful achievement and assessment of the goal-directed behavior. There are 5 types of flexibility. First, which is a dialogue initiative. Second, which is a multi-threading. Third, task migratability. Fourth, which is substitutivity. And the fifth one is a customability. So what is the connection between figure 2 and flexibility? First example, the system let the user customize with what the user feels and need to be customized. The user can customize variation, the input of how many items that the user wants to order, and to delete the item if the user changes of mind. Second example, the system is also support multi-threading. It can support user interaction for more than one task at a time. For example, it can let the user customize the product to how the user wanted. It can select or input the code that the user has given. The user can claim the voucher that the system has given. The system can let the user to select all the product or to remove inactive product. And lastly, the system can let the user to check out the product that the user have chosen all in one task at a time. Third question, explain how the below figure 3 support usability in interactive system designed for robustness principle with 2 examples that you can point out. Okay, so what is a robustness? Robustness is in computer science. Robustness is the ability of a computer system to cope with errors during execution and cope with the erroneous input. Robustness can encompass many areas of computer science such as robust programming, robust machine learning, and robust security network. There are 4 types of robustness. First, which is observability. Second, recoverability. Third, responsiveness. And fourth one is a task conformance. So, what is the connection between figure 3 and robustness? So, first example is shows that the system has responsiveness. The system tells the user that the operation that the user wanted has been executed or completed in a timely and organized manner. Second example, the system let the user observe more about what is happening or more information about the system. Third, which is bonus example, the system also support recoverability if the user accidentally press the buy again button. The user can cancel order just by deleting the request. Okay, that's all for me. I'm going to pass to Muhammad Ridwan to perform the question 4. Okay, that's it. Adios.
And good day to Paulina. My name is Muhammad Ridwan bin Yaakob. I partner with Muhammad Daniel Haziq bin Azli. I'm going to explain about the question 4 in the case study. Okay, as you can see on this slide, this is my full name and my matrix number. Okay. The question asks us to create 4 interface of the game. First is the login interface. Second one is the main menu interface. The third one is the game interface, and the fourth one is the game over interface. The interface will need to be explained the 8 golden rule Sherman rules, and to based on the design must based on the rules also. Okay, as you can see here, uh, here is the login interface. There's a two login interface here. I'm going to explain it in the next slide. Okay. Okay. First one is to strive for consistency. The login interface design is similar to the other application in the market, and it's made the user to use it easily. It's quite common in this industry where the interface quite similar and familiar with all the game, so the user can use it easily. Okay. Second is to enable future user to use shortcut. The shortcut that represent in the interface is the remember me feature. We will keep the login information in the cache and can be used repeatedly. Okay. As you can see, the remember me feature here. This is a shortcut to refill all the information that stored in the cache here. Okay. Next is the offer informative feedback. An error box will come up if the user key in the incorrect password or invalid password. So here I'm going to explain about this interface. Here the error, the offer informative feedback. So if the user key in the incorrect password, the informative feedback will prompt up the box here, the invalid username, email address or incorrect password. Okay. Next is to design Yeet dialog to Yeet closure. So the login box will indicate the end of the login process. So it's quite common here, the interface of the login interface of any game. The login button is the end of the process. So next is to offer simple error handling. If the user forgot his password, the user can click the forgot password option to retrieve back the password, or if the user is quite new to the system, they can pick the register option to register their own account. Okay, at the bottom there's a two option there. Okay, register and forgot. That's the simple error handling rules that applies here. Next is to permit easy reversal of action. The user can delete the username or password that they already enter to enter a new password or new username if they forgot or if they make a mistake during the key-in process. Next is to support the internal locus of control. The user control the login flow without any interruption for the system. Next is the reduce short-term memory load. The interface is quite similar and simple, so it's made the user to remember it easily and recognize the interface. Okay, as you can see here, here is the main menu. Okay, there's the main interface and sub interface. Okay, the main interface I'm going to explain about the rules first. Okay, strive for consistency. Same as before, the main menu interface is quite similar to other application in the market and makes the user feel familiar. Next is to enable feature used to use shortcut. The shortcut that represent in the interface make it easier for the user to start a new game or exit the game. So there's a three option basically. The new game option, the option, the exit option. So here the shortcut. If the user want to create a new game, just press the new game option. If the user want to go to setting, just press the option. If the user want to get out for the game, just press the exit button without using command line. Okay, next is to offer informative feedback. If the user press the new game option, the system will start a new game for the user. So basically, if the new game button be pressed, the interface will go to the game interface. Means there's some informative feedback here. Then to next is to the design dialog to yield closure. The new game and the exit option indicates the end action for the interface. Means the new game and the exit option indicates the end of the road. If you want to play the game, just press the new game. If you want to exit, just press the exit. We go between the game interface or get out for the game. Okay. Offer simple arrow handling. If the user want to exit the game, they can press the exit button to exit the game. Means that if you want to accidentally press the game or just don't feel to play it, you just can press the exit button. Okay, I'm going to talk about the sub menu interface. Okay, pre-made easy reversal of action. The user can reset the setting in the option menu to reset the customization of the game sound or control setting. So if the user accidentally adjust the control sensitivity a bit higher, they can reset all the setting by press the reset button here. Next to the support internal locus of control. The user can customize the loudness of the sound and the control of sensitivity. Means the user get full control of this option. Next is to reduce short-term memory load. The interface is quite simple and make the user to easily remember and familiar with same as before. Usually the game like this kind of share the similarity, so makes it feel more common and familiar, so the user can use it quite easily. About the game interface, okay, here is the two interface. Here you can see here the main one and the sub one. Okay, I'm going to talk about the main one. For the main one, the first rule is the strive for consistency. The game interface is similar to other game interface in the game and it's made the user to use it easily. It's quite same like the before. It's quite common. You can see here. Because this game is based on the old game named Space Invader. It's an arcade game, but it can be played on the computer also. Then enable future user to use shortcut. The shortcut that represent in the interface is the pause option, which enable the user to stop the game for a while. If the user have something to do in real life, they can pause the progress by press the pause option. Okay, next is to offer informative feedback. If the user move the control bar to the right of side, the game will move the usership to the right side, or vice versa if the user move the control bar to the left side. So, and if the user press the fire button, the game will indicate premade the shape start fire at the enemy will be made of bean. Okay, next is to design dialog to yield cursor. If the user ship being hit by enemy attack, the game will end itself, indicate the game is end. Means that if the user ship being hit, the game over interface will came up, which indicate the game is game over. Okay, next is to offer simple arrow handling. The control stick and the fire button test the user to use it during the game. Means usually if there's a settings there control and fire. Usually if a person who didn't know how to play game know how to use it, because there's an indicator that okay, if you want to move, just use the control. If you want to fire the shape beam, just press the fire. So it's quite simple. Next is to permit easy reversal of action. The user can reset the game progress by press the restart at the pause menu. Means the user can reset all the progress to 0 if the user want to by press the restart option here. Okay. Next is the support internal locus of control. The user can control the shape, movement, and fire action during the game, which give the user a feel of control during the game. Next is the reduce short-term memory load. The interface is simple that make the user to easily remember and recognize the interface. So same as before, it's quite similar. The similarity is quite strong here. The the familiarity is strong here, so the user can use it and remember it quite easily. Okay, sorry. Next is the game over interface. Okay, this the interface for the game over. There's a game over title, you die, wanna try again option, and the end game option. Okay, the first role I'm going to talk about this. The game over interface design is similar to other game interface in the market and make the user to use it easily, same as like before. Enable future user to use shortcut. The shortcut that represent in the interface is the restart and the main menu. Means which enable if the user want to try again or create a new game, just press the restart option. They give up on the progress, they can just go back to the main menu by press the main menu option. Then offer informative feedback. If the user press the restart option, the game will save, we create a new game for the user to play again. Okay, next is the design dialog to yield cursor. If the user want to go back to the main menu, they need to press the option main menu. If the user want to play again, they need to press the restart option to create a new game and play again. Okay, next is the offer simple arrow handling. The restart and main menu option tell the user what the next action to do if the interface game over came up. It's quite easy nowadays because most of the game, if you die in the game, there's like restart or main menu. Means that's it's quite familiar with all the game and similar. Okay, next is the support internal locus of control. The user can decide to play a new game or quit the game by choose the given option. Okay, next is the reduce short-term memory load. The interface is quite similar and simple to make the user to easily remember and recognize this interface, same as like before. Okay, that's all for today. My name is Muhammad Adwan. Thank you for watching. Uh, Bye.